Hey guys, it's me again. It's Lala. I just wanted to get on here. As you can see, I'm in a different setting today. I didn't go to work. I'm just not feeling still. So I stayed home. I am definitely not feeling well. But I wanted to come on here and start sharing a little bit more of my story. The last part I left off is that I had a little sister, and that was my baby. And we called her Shay. So not only did I call her Shay, but and I said that things had changed, things got different, things changed over time. And yeah, it was interesting because I had both my parents in the house, and I had said my mom had, just to recap, my mom had done all the cooking, even if she was tired. She was like one of those moms that did everything, even after work. She worked a full time job and took care of two kids. My dad had a family business, and it was a electric motors company in my hometown. We'll just say I live in Texas. That's all I'm going to say. I'm not going to go into detail where I live or anything. But yeah, so it was ran by my grandpa and my dad's older brothers and himself. And they did all different kinds of businesses and stuff like that. And I grew up in that setting. I became a tomboy when I was young, and I played sports. Like softball was my main go-to. I was most valuable player when I was younger in softball. So I had a lot of athletic ability because those were the sports that I was into. And I grew older. I A couple years later, I was my 6, 7, something like that. And this is hard for me because my dad was a good dad. And I say my parents are great. My parents were amazing parents, but this is where it all started to change. Because at that time, my dad and my mom were like everything. Like they were amazing. My dad started to change. Um, he stopped going to church. He stopped being that dad that went to church with us. And he would still play softball. And one year when I was young, he got hurt really bad. And something happened to his knee. He hurt his left really bad. And he went into, you know, a doctor's office, an orthopedic surgeon, because they didn't know what was wrong with his knee. And when they did, they found out he's going to have surgery. Now, little did me and my mom and my family know this would be one of 5 surgeries that he would have later on down the road. And that doctor took care of him, did the surgery, came out fine. But that's where it took a turn for the worse. And my dad physically got worse. And he became an addict. And we can all, just go with, we understand from the doctor's perspective, he gave him something and he became an addict. That was his go to. And he would continue to go back to get that fix. That fix is all that mattered to him. My dad became more violent. My dad was more to himself. And he was not a very nice person after that. I'm sorry, but I'm not going to hide my emotions. I'm just going to be blunt and straightforward. My dad was a good man. But he did some stupid things, and that was one of them. He became an addict. And throughout the years, my mom stuck by that man so much through lots of things that not normally you'd see a wife stick by a man. Because nowadays, and you know, any person that would do something to make that person feel different or make that person feel bad about themselves, they would leave. Divorce was it. But my mom wasn't like that. She grew up in a Christian household. My grandpa was a deacon in their church growing up. So that's not an option for my mother. My mother was the type of person, she was in there hardcore. She was going to stick with you. And that's exactly what that woman did. She did until she couldn't handle it no more. She would not put up with it no more. My dad progressively got worse, more violent, really just violent towards my mother physically, violent towards myself physically, and it wasn't okay. It really messed with me. And the things that I had to endure as a child, no child should have to ever endure. My dad was manipulative. My dad was, they say, okay, so they say when you learn conditional love or unconditional love, you learn it from your parents. The beginning, it was an unconditional love. Now, at this point in this story, it was a conditional love. You would do this if you loved me. No, my dad made this conditional. If you loved me, you would do this. Didn't like that. Did I know that my dad was doing that to me and my mom? No, I was too young. I don't understand it, but that's okay. Did I know that later on in life that I would see him and just fall? Like I wouldn't know what to do with anything. Like it was just who I was, you know? I did everything he said. I was terrified of the man, which is not something that a daughter should have to be scared of as her father. So it is what it is. But enough about that. I just wanted to share a little bit more about my story because I'm not always going to share everything all at once. I hope you guys have an amazing Wednesday. I hope you guys have an amazing weekend. And guys, let's just make it a great day. Let's make it a great day. I don't know what your day holds for you. I don't know if you're sick. I don't know if you're traveling, if you're doing anything that produces stress or anything like that. But I want you to know that you're loved, that God loves you, and I love you. And I'm so glad that you're here with me today. I appreciate you. You are seen, you are worthy, and you are more than you think you are. And you can do more than you think you can. And you can push through, and you've got this. So keep rocking yourself. Keep doing what you're doing because you're amazing and you got this. So, guys, let's make it an amazing Wednesday. I hope you have a blessed day and come back and see me tomorrow. Love you guys.